Welcome in, guys. Merry Christmas. Christmas morning here. Let me get my Periscope up and running real quick, and we'll get this kicked off. I'll let you guys see what I make here. Good. So we're up and running. We're up and running. So welcome in, guys. I'm going to make two or three, maybe four of my meals for today right now. The pan is still heating up, okay? And before I kick this off, a lot of you guys, a lot of people in general that's not good. We don't want that to happen. A lot of people are very scared of baked potatoes or white potatoes. And I'm going to explain to you guys on this video how I eat white potatoes or baked potatoes for sustainable long-term fat loss and leanness too. So let me give this pan about another 30 seconds or so, and we're going to put the salmon in. I got some wild salmon I'm going to cook. I got some ground buffalo, and I'm going to put in some chicken breast too. Got a bunch of stuff to make, so we'll be here about 30 minutes or so, and keep rolling. Let me also get my salad going real quick before I put the salmon in. Salad, and this is the salad that I eat for my second meal of the day, almost every single day. And this is kind of the key cog or the linchpin, if you will, in my nutritional programming. So I'm going to start off with some green mix. So if you're just joining us, let me welcome you in. Type in the city you're from. And if you're somebody that has ever talked to a nutritionist, a dietitian, a personal trainer, you've ever listened to Dr. Oz on TV, if you're somebody that's ever been told by one of those people that the best way to lose fat, to burn body fat, to lose weight, to drop inches, is to eat less, reduce calories, or drop calories. If you've ever been told that, type in drop. D-R-O-P. Type in drop. If you've ever been told by a nutritionist, personal trainer, dietitian, Dr. Oz, whoever, that the best way to lose weight is to drop calories. If you've ever been told that, let me just get an idea. And most people would agree. And by the way, the second thing I'm going to add to this salad is going to be some 50 spring mix spinach. I want a very high volume leafy green salad. So let me go on ahead and I'm going to put in my my protein source I'm going to get cooking here real quick. And I'll explain to you why that's incorrect. So let me put in I got some wild salmon. I do not need to spray this pan simply because it's got a non-stick coating on it. I got my wild salmon I'm putting on right there. So let me explain to you the thought process. The reason that Dr. Oz or that your nutritionist or your personal trainer told you got to reduce calories or you got to eat less or you got to drop calories in order to burn body fat or lose weight, because they're basing their entire premise, they're basing their entire objective off the calorie balance equation. Right? Y'all have all heard it. If you want to lose weight, eat less calories. Gain weight, eat more calories. Well, let me explain to you why that's not necessarily the best option and why you don't want to drop calories or reduce calories if you want to lose weight long term and keep it off. Here's why. The number one goal, the number one role, goal, and objective of your weight loss and fat loss should never be to reduce calories. The number one goal should be to boost your metabolism. We want to increase your metabolism. So let's stop focusing on the calorie balance equation, right? Calories in versus calories out. Quit focus. Does that hold some merit? Well, sure it does. Is there some truth to it? Of course. But the most important thing is your metabolism. What is your metabolism? The rate at which your body burns calories. So we want to boost that metabolism, right? Right? I mean, that's what we're after here, if you want to sustain it. So here's the problem. When you reduce calories, you suppress your metabolism. When you drop calories, your metabolism slows down. Now you're going to say, well, time out. I reduced calories, I cleaned up my diet, I ate clean, and I lost 30 pounds. You're right. And you know what? There's some people that can do that. In fact, if you do reduce calories, you will lose weight at first. Then you're going to hit a plateau. You're going to hit the wall. You're going to hit a nasty, stubborn plateau. It's going to stall. The weight loss will stall. And you're like, well, that's okay if I lost 30 pounds. Well, most people that lose 15 or 20 or even 30 pounds, the weight loss never stalls after you hit your goal. The weight loss hits a plateau when you still have a long way to go. So you might have lost 20 pounds, you might have lost 30, but you still have 20 or 30 or 40 more to go. And a lot of people get in that scenario where they're doing fist pumps or they're high-fiving their cronies. They're like, yes, I lost, they're doing lots of cardio, they're cutting their calories, they're eating twigs and berries, and they'll drop 10, 15, 20, maybe 30 pounds, and then boom, they hit a nasty fat loss plateau and they hit the wall. And they hit the wall when they still have 20, 30, 40, or 50 more pounds to go. And so what do? They eat even less. They eat twigs and berries, they're starving all the time, and they do more cardio. And they lose a little bit more. And then what happens is they finally crash and burn. They can't take the cravings, they can't take the hunger pain, they're exhausted, they're overtrained, and they binge eat and they gain it all back. But nobody ever gains the weight back they lose. They always gain more back than they lose. So welcome in, guys. Welcome in today. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my, should I put my chicken on here yet? Let me get my chicken going. Let me get my salad wrapped up first. I'll do the chicken in a minute. So with my salad, I've already added spinach leaves and I've already added greens mix. So we want to boost the metabolism, right? If the number one goal, if you want to get lean, burn body fat, drop inches, lose weight, and we've already said that the goal should not be caloric calorie balance game, all right? The solution is to boost that metabolism, get it up. How do you boost your metabolism? Here's a good start. High volume salad with spinach. I'm going to add in some thermogenic foods. Let me grab my scissors real quick. Where are my scissors at? Let me rinse off my scissors. All right. So I'm going to put in my my Pico De Gallo. Pico De Gallo is an awesome thermogenic food. It's got cilantro, lemon juice, lime juice, jalapenos, white onion. Very delicious. I'm going to add some in. If you like Pico De Gallo, type in PDG. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some red onion. I love red onion. I'm going to add some in more thermogenic foods. I don't need much. I'll just get a little bit. I don't need much. Merry Christmas to you guys if you're just now rolling in. So I have not eaten my first meal of the day yet. This is my second meal. Oh, if you want to see an awesome first meal of the day, go to my website and sign up for my video meal vault, my breakfast meal vault. I have over a dozen breakfast video meals that I show you step by step. But go to my website. Website URL is located in my profile. And on my front page of my website, sign up for my video meal vault. Okay? That's a great option if you want, because it's a breakfast video meal vault. If you need breakfast ideas, that's your option. That way you can see me make them, right? All right, so I'm going to add my thermogenic foods here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some mushrooms. Mushrooms, all right? Mushrooms are very important. Let me ask you a question. Who on here has ever been told don't eat a white food? Or my doctor said don't eat white foods. Avoid white foods for weight loss. If you ever heard that, type in WF for white food, and I'll tell you why that's a crying shame lie. That's a horrible lie. You always want to have white foods. Mushrooms are a vital food. Number one, they aid in cancer prevention food. Number two is that they can actually lower or balance out high estrogen levels. A lot of people that struggle with chronic obesity or yo-yo dieting or are very overweight, those are people that typically are predisposed to high estrogen levels. If you know anyone that's chronically obese, always overweight, they need to be eating mushrooms. That'll aid in balancing out their estrogen levels. Estrogen is just a female sex hormone, and you want to keep it balanced. Okay, now I'm going to add in some healthy fats. I'm going to add in some avocados. Number one rule, anytime you ever have vegetables or a salad, you always add healthy fats. So when you're having veggie salad with a protein, you always want to add healthy fats. You got to do it, man. You got to add your healthy fats in. Here they come. And I'm going to add some more. Let me open this up right here. If you think that salmon's ready to flip, type in flip, F-L-I-P. Type in flip and I'll flip that salmon. If y'all think it's ready, let me know. And I'll go ahead and flip it. Very good. Got healthy fats. Now I'm going to add in some ground flax seeds. These are very delicious. Welcome in, guys. Glad to have you guys in. By the way, if you're on Periscope, if you would swipe up, invite followers, share Twitter. Thank you for the share. More Mormon. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I'm going to add in some ground flax seeds. All right, I'm going to go ahead and dice this up. Then I'm going to put the salmon on here. Then I'm going to rinse the pan out and put my chicken and beef on there. So if you want me to recap why you should never ever reduce calories, type in recap. I'll be happy to recap for you. Type in the comments below. Okay, that's going to be delicious, and I'm going to put the salmon in here too. So this is a food, this is a meal right here that's going to boost my metabolism. Will I be in a caloric deficit today? Probably not. Probably balanced, maybe a little bit over, but the point I'm making is that you can boost your metabolism and burn body fat without being in a caloric deficit. Now, if you're sitting on the couch binge eating on ice cream all day, well, yeah, you're going to need to eat less, obviously. But that's really not who's watching this. The people that are on here today, or most of the people, are already involved in the fitness game. They're already making investments in their health, long-term fitness, leanness. One thing a lot of people don't realize is that when you eat correctly, smart nutrition, and sleep, you don't want to forget about sleep, is absolutely vital in anti-aging. If you guys have seen my face, I look about 10 years younger than I really am. And the reason for that is that I make such an investment in number one, my nutrition and my sleep, and also skincare. But the point of the moral of the story is when you have a leaner figure, a leaner physique, when you weigh a little bit, when your body fat's lower, you're going to look leaner, all right? And the number one way to do that is to boost your metabolism. And the best way to boost your metabolism, the number one role, goal, and expectation of every meal you eat should be very simple. Boost your metabolism. Boom, right here. All right, I'm going to put this salmon in here real quick. Then I'm going to rinse off the pan and put my chicken and my buffalo. And by the way, ground buffalo is more tender than ground beef. Someone said they're just starting their journey to get fit again. Well, you're in the right place. I'm a very anti-establishment. A lot of the stuff that I preach on here is very, it goes against what your personal trainer is going to tell you. It goes against what your dietitian is going to tell you. It goes against what Dr. Oz would tell you. And by the way, I'm peeling the skin off here. For example, today's broadcast title, I'm telling you, don't drop calories to lose weight. I'm telling you, eat more food. Eat more food. You just got to eat the right kind of food. Eat metabolism boosting food. The number one goal. Now, someone said, why don't you lower calories? All right, let me recap that. I'll be happy to recap for you. If you would, please, your name is Goldie, if you would share the broadcast, swipe up, invite followers, share Twitter, share Facebook. I'm gonna recap. Let me scrape this skin. I don't like to eat the skin, so I'm gonna scrape all any little residue of the skin off here. Let me grab a paper towel, and I'm gonna wipe it off my knife. So just give me. We'll talk about that while I'm answering the question, and I'll recap. So the reason you don't want to reduce calories is because when you drop calories, you suppress your metabolism. And if you're trying to lose weight and you want to burn body fat and you want to get lean, the number one thing you should be doing, the number one objective to getting lean is not dropping calories. It's to boost metabolism. All right? Now Goldie says, the heavens have, the clouds have parted, and Goldie's got it figured out now. Well, Goldie, there's more to it than that, sweet thing. There's a lot more to it than that. So a lot of people say, well, hold on a minute here. Hold on. I have, and I'm just scraping all the skin and everything off this salmon. You don't have to. I like to scrape it all off. But a lot of people say, well, hold on. I cut calories. I ate clean. I'm a clean eater. I took protein powder and ate cottage cheese cups and Jello cups, and I dropped calories and I lost 30 pounds. And I say, you're right. You're absolutely right. You can reduce calories, drop calories, and lose weight at first. But here's what's going to happen. If you just keep dropping calories, pretty soon you're going to hit the wall. You're going to hit a plateau. Your fat loss is going to stall. And when that happens, what do you think people do? They're going to eat even less. They're going to eat twigs and berries, and they're going to do more cardio. They're going to do more boot camps, more spinning classes, more gym work. And what ends up happening is when they do all of that, the problem with that is that they create an even greater caloric deficit. All right. Let me go on ahead right now. Let me rinse this pan off, and I'm going to put my ground buffalo in. And when you hit a caloric deficit like that, and you get into a severe calorie balance game, and you hit a plateau and you still got 30 more pounds to lose, nobody hits a plateau after they reach their goals. They hit a plateau and they still got 30 more pounds to lose. Let me rinse this pan off real quick. And that's the problem with that, is that you can lose weight on a caloric deficit at first, and then you hit a plateau. And if you just keep dropping your calories and you keep cutting your calories, here's what's going to happen to that. It's going to keep slowing down your metabolism. You're going to just keep slowing down your metabolism, all right? And then people end up binge eating, they get cravings, hunger, and they crash and they burn and they binge eat, and they don't gain all the weight they lost back. They always gain more back than they lost. No one ever rebounds to where they were. All right, they gain more back. So Goldie says, that's me, I lost muscle too. Well, of course you did, because you probably followed a fad diet, and I see that all the time. Go to my website. My website profile is located on my website URL is located on my profile here on Periscope. If you're on YouTube watching, my profile is located in the comment section below. My website's located in the comment section below. So what you can do is you can go there. There's more info on me. I've got over 500 successful client transformations. I got over 100 webinars I've done, video live streams. So thank you very much. Merry Christmas. All right, that pan's reheating. I'm gonna eat this in about 5 minutes. Thank you for the invite. I appreciate that. Now I'm gonna put my buffalo on here, and I like buffalo. It's more tender. Okay, when someone says they need to get motivated, I love that. I love that quote. I need to get motivated. Thank you for being honest and saying that you need motivation. I'm not motivated. I need motivation. I've lost motivation. When somebody says they need motivation or they're not motivated, that indicates to me they're not making progress. People that are making progress are already motivated. The people that need motivation are the people that aren't making progress. So progress and motivation go hand in hand. Isn't that funny how it works that way? People that are successfully eating lots of healthy food and have high energy levels, no cravings, no hunger, those are the ones that are motivated. So some says, well, I've lost motivation, I need motivation. Well, I agree, you have lost it because you're not making progress. All right, so this is ground buffalo. It's a lot more tender than ground beef. Let me scoot that over in a second. Now I'm going to put on some chicken here. When does this chicken expire? 27th. So I'm going to cook some today, and I'll cook the others. I'll cook the others later. All right, so I'm going to drain that and put that on there. All right, let me flatten that buffalo out. So buffalo is very tender. I'm going to have this with some frozen veggies I make later today. All right, I'm going to rinse this out. Then I'm going to, if you want to see the seasonings and spices I put on my chicken, type in SS for seasoning spices. Somebody said I've never tried buffalo, and I say I agree. Most unsophisticated people haven't tried buffalo. I agree with you. Most unsophisticated people have never tried an exotic game meat. And buffalo's not even exotic. I mean, if it was like elk or bison or something, you could make that. No, this is ground buffalo. If you can see the package it came in, type in package. All right, I'm going to show you the seasoning and spices I use on my chicken here. Let me get a bowl out and I'll do it real quick. Actually, I'll put it in this pan or this pot right here, this Tupperware. And I'll probably let that finish cooking before I put the chicken in. Let me get both my chicken pieces out. I'm going to trim them real quick. All right. So the food you eat represents, the food you eat and the water you drink represents 90%, 90. Nutrition, diet is 90% of the fat loss game. Exercise is 9%, N-I-N-E. All right? And supplements are 1%. So if your diet is 90%, if what you eat and what you drink is 90%, should you focus on exercise? Where should most of your priority go? I'm trimming the fat off before I put the seasoning on. If exercise is 9% of your total fat loss success, and nutrition is 90%, why in the living hell should you ever prioritize exercise? Why would you ever do that? Well, that would be unwise to. Are you saying exercise is not important? Well, I think 9% is very important, but 9% is not as important as 90%. Some of y'all are having a tough time absorbing that. You're trying to figure out where I'm going with this. Well, there's no hidden agenda, folks. 90 is simply greater than 9. I don't know how else you can look at that. All right, so I'm going to, this is ready. Let me show you the seasoning spices I put on before I do that. Let me go on ahead and let me flip my beef, then I'll show you the seasonings and spices that I use on the chicken. And I need to put some on the beef real quick, or the buffalo rather. I use taco seasoning. This is very good. Let me sprinkle some on. Taco seasoning goes on the buffalo. That buffalo is going to be delicious. Where's my spatula at? If you like buffalo, type in BUF. So if you want to lose body fat, if you're someone that chronically struggles with obesity, you really shouldn't be going to the gym. You shouldn't be going anywhere near the gym. Your number one goal should be the grocery store. That should be your goal. You want to head to the grocery store and you want to get the right food. And y'all didn't like to hear that. When I tell somebody that weight loss is 90% what goes into their mouth and 9% exercise and 1% supplements, that is a dirty word. You tell a chronically obese, a chronic dieter, someone that's a yo-yo dieter that, they're not going to like to hear it. Now, why wouldn't they like to hear it? I know exactly why they don't. Now, well, that's finishing up. I'm going to go ahead and put my seasoning spices. I'm going to put some, check this out. I'm going to put some minced onions. I'm going to put some minced onions on the chicken. Let me get, where's my fork at? I'm going to have to flip this over. All right, Jamaican jerk seasoning. Love this. If you like Jamaican jerk, type in JJ. So you never want to follow a fad diet. What's a fad diet? Keto, paleo, Atkins, Weight Watchers, IIFYM, flexible dieting, intermittent fasting. You never want to follow a fad diet. Right, you never want to follow a fad diet. There's only one diet that stood the test of time. Week after week, month after month, year after year. And that's smart, balanced, customized nutrition that's customized based off your age, your height, your gender, your weight, your somatotype. Go to my, once again, go to my profile here on Periscope. Click on my URL that goes to my website. And that's that. And on there is where I have the diet program that I follow and all of my 300 client or 500 client transformations follow. I have more client transformation photos than anybody else on planet Earth. Go to your local gym, whatever gym you go to, and get all the personal trainers and say, show us all your client transformations, and I'll have 10 times more than everybody at your gym combined. And I say that not because of me, but because of the amazing people that I've worked with. I've never had a bad client online. I've never had a bad online client. They make phenomenal progress. I'm very pleased. So let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and take that out. Now, somebody said there's too many mixed messages. Well, what I would say to that is that tells me you're listening to too many voices. You're listening to way too many voices, and that's the response that somebody says that lacks clarity and lacks focus. So that's a quote. That's a comment somebody would make that isn't focused. So if you think there's mixed messages, that tells me you're listening to too many voices. All right? Cut out the white noise. Cut out the clutter. You should only be following one one nutrition program. And that's the one that's customized exactly for you. Otherwise, you're just going to keep failing. Someone said, what kind of diet? Go to my website. It's in I don't have my laptop next to me. Otherwise, I'd hold my laptop up. But go to my profile, my diet that I follow, everybody, all my online clients follow is on my website. It's just go there, you'll see. It's pretty hard to miss. All right, let me go on ahead and I'm done with all that. Oh, no. Let me rinse that off, then I'm going to put the chicken in. Hold on. So that's close enough. That's close enough. Let me dry this off real quick. Welcome in, guys. If you're just now joining in, I want to say Merry Christmas to you. If you want me to tell you why you should never, ever, 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 under any circumstances, ever reduce calories or drop calories for weight loss, type in recap, and I'll be happy to tell you. Type in recap. By the way, if you're hardcore and you want to see me have cayenne pepper, type in CP. This is some hardcore shit right here. Cayenne pepper will light your ass on fire. Type in CP and I'll use it. All right, guys, I'm going to let this cook. I'm going to go throw all that chicken scraps away. I'm going to throw them away right now, actually. And any questions, comments, concerns? Questions, comments, concerns? I'm going to wrap all this up very shortly here.